Guys, WonderLibrarian here. Today I am on Argentia Road in Mississauga, and I tracked down this location because it was in Blues Brothers 2000, and this is where in 1998, when the Blues Brothers sequel came out, they broke the record for most cars destroyed in a single movie. So they destroyed 104 cars, and it was on this very road, so Argentia Road, and it was really hard to track down. I couldn't really find a whole lot on the internet to describe where it was. So I pretty much had to check photos and zoom in really close and see if I could identify landmarks, which is what I do when I'm scoping out stuff. So we've got power lines on the left in the comparison photo, and then we've got the trees on the right, you can tell. And the key giveaway was, because I knew it was in Argentia Road, I just didn't know where, is that farmhouse down at the end. So when you're looking at the comparison photo, check that out. So yeah, Blues Brothers. 1998, big crash scene right here, and I bet nobody else knows. So I decided to do this tour because having just come back from Chicago and visiting this place called Twin Anchors Restaurant, which is like a totally classic restaurant in the middle of Chicago. It's been there forever. I found out that John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd used to go there for ribs when they were filming the original Blues Brothers. So I was like, oh my god, awesome! And especially when I found out that the sequel starring Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman was filmed in Toronto, I naturally had to check it out. So although a couple of the really cool locations are no longer there, I thought I would just mention and show pictures of the ones that they did use in the movie that were really distinct. So one was called the Hillcrest Motel, and it's a very campy, like, kind of Niagara Falls honeymoon-ish looking hotel. It was on Lakeshore Boulevard. It's no longer there, but you can see in the picture that there's a Blues Brothers car there, and so that was pretty cool, and I believe that it was also used in a lot of other movies. So you may have seen the Hillcrest Motel before. And the other place that I saw that I liked, that I wish I could have visited, was in the Distillery District on Front Street. It was called the Canary Restaurant 50 Style Diner, so you can see that in the picture here. And yeah, so those two are no longer there, so RIP Blues Brothers locations. And Metro Toronto Hall was used in, I believe, one of the musical numbers in Blues Brothers 2000. Also, I'll show a screen cap from that. And according to the website, you can see CBC logos in the background, which distinctly tells the audience that it is from Toronto to the keen eye. So there's that. And then just to wrap up, a few Blues Brothers facts you may not know. So the original screenplay was written by Dan Aykroyd, 324 pages. Insanity. And this is crazy, but apparently during the filming, John Belushi was paid double what Dan Aykroyd was getting. So he was getting $500,000 for the movie, to Dan Aykroyd's $250,000. That is a raw deal. And also, for Star Wars fans, Carrie Fisher and Dan Aykroyd got engaged during Blues Brothers, having met around that time. Marriage never happened, but hey, pretty cool. And apparently the mall that they did the big crash scene with the 103 cars, I guess, was called the Dixie Mall, and it was in Harvey, Illinois. And it was closed at the time, in 1979, so it was an abandoned mall, and they full out ripped it apart, and it was eventually torn down in 2013. So yeah, so I hope that that's a couple of Blues Brothers facts for you there. I've enjoyed looking into this. It was fun to look and find the location. I'm glad that I found it, and until next time, this is WonderLibrarian signing off, and see you in the future.